Yeah, I thought this was going to be an intimate gathering. But thank you, I'm honored that so many people are here to hear whatever I have to say, and for Bernardo's film, 1900, that I did for 50 years ago.
Ci puoi raccontare come hai conosciuto Bernardo Bertolucci?
Oh, I met Bernardo, I forget, I might have met him through Francis Ford Coppola. I had done Godfather 2, it had not come out, and then I met Bernardo and he offered me the part in 1900, and that was it, you know. And I wanted to work with him. He was a wonderful, great director, and I wanted to be part of something special. And so that's why I committed to doing it. I spent a lot of time. I must have spent at least 8 or 10 months. Yes, I knew. I saw Il Cofonista. I saw Last Tango in Paris. Yes, I know. And I met him at a party somewhere in New York.
E quando avete deciso di girare insieme Novecento, come ti ha raccontato il film? Com'è stato l'inizio della collaborazione? Ti ha dato la sceneggiatura, te l'ha spiegata? È un film molto italiano, no? Radicato nella cultura, nella tradizione e nella storia italiana.
He explained, I forget, you know, how we, you know. You get older, you forget things. And, but I think Bernardo gave me a script. And I read it, and I wanted to be part of the film, so that was it. I was in it.
O se vuoi rigiro la domanda, qual è stata la più grande lezione che ti ha dato?
Well, I like Bernardo. He's very simpatico, and sometimes I was not sure what he wanted. He's a poet, and and sometimes being an American actor, some things I felt were they were different, or the approach. So, and I was younger, and so didn't know certain things. We, for example, shot a scene when I'm very old in the movie. We did a lot of makeup and so on, we shot it I think on the first day, which was crazy, because normally doing a movie, especially one with such a scope as this one, an epic scope, you need to try to do it as much as you can in sequence. And so to do that scene on the first day was a lot. And we realized that, and we reshot it months later. As I say, you try to do things in sequence, especially when there's such an ambitious movie as this was, as much as you can. There's many reasons why you can't always shoot in sequence. I don't know if people understand, because am I speaking too fast? Okay. But anyway, that was one thing we worked out, and it was a grand, ambitious movie about a certain time in Italian history, which I was proud to be part of. Yes, it was a movie about, as I haven't seen it for a long time, it was about oppression, it was about the time, fascism, about what happened in this country under fascism. I don't know whether Bernardo was a communist, a socialist. I don't know what he really was. I know he was for the people, and for right and for wrong. Not for wrong, for right, but there is right and wrong. And he was trying to tell a story with that in mind, the way he saw it. So, and I was again proud to be part of it.
Ovviamente c'è la maestria di Bernardo che ha tenuto tutto insieme, ma hai notato una differenza nel modo in cui Depardieu e la Sandrelli e gli altri, Sterling Hayden lavoravano? Ho dimenticato Donald Sutherland, canadese, grandissimo. Attila.
Everyone, well, the thing that I noticed was my first experience in a movie where everyone spoke their own language. So that was, and unless you, I mean, I think maybe the thought was to do it in English, but that's easier said than done, like doing any movie in one language, as long as everyone knows the language. But I didn't know Italian well enough. I think the idea was...
Quando uscì, ho colto freddamente, è la grandezza, è l'etica, è il messaggio o altro. Però so che per esempio un mese fa è stato presentato al Lincoln Center con un enorme successo a New York.
No, that happens, you know, movies are done and they think that they'll work in other places, in other countries. In this case, America was important, and it didn't, I don't know how to say that, it wasn't accepted the way it would be in other places, say Italy, of course. That's what it is. I'm happy that at Lincoln Center it was received well. You know, it's a work of art, and so it might not be accepted or received well at the time that it comes out. But that doesn't mean 50 years later or 100 years later, when we see all the things going on historically in the world, that it has more relevance than we thought at the time. You know, it's just that's what it is. But it's a work of art. It's there forever. It will not change, and that's the good thing.
L'azione del film.
Bernardo was, as I say, very simpatico. I liked him very much, and I don't remember a specific time, but you know, directing a movie is not easy. Especially a very ambitious one, which this was. He had just come off I think it was a success of Last Tango in Paris, Il Conformista, and other films. So this was an ambitious movie, and so that happens. But I used to like, Bernardo introduced me to some of my best dining experiences ever. Some great restaurants in Reggio Emilia in that area. It was a whole new world for me, and it was a culture experience as far as eating is concerned.
Soprattutto qui a Trastevere. Sergio Leone.
I was going to say one more thing. After this, I'm staying in a hotel about 20 miles from here. I'm going to run there to stay in shape. Just so you. No, I'm just kidding. Sergio was great. He had a terrific sense of humor, and he was terrific. And I once, you know, I'm still learning as an actor, it's the technique of the director you're working with. Everybody's different. And Sergio had once asked me to do something, and said, you do this, blah, blah, blah. And I said, well, I don't understand it. Maybe you can act it out for me. And he did. And I got it. And I said, thank you, because I saw that it was from him, that he really believed this, he expressed it, and it had a lot of meaning. And I said, well, now I get it, and now I'm going to try to do it. Well, I'd say trust your instincts and your feelings. When you see something is wrong, it's up to you to decide what you want to do about it, depending on how it impacts on you and the people around you. When you see something is right, the same thing. You know, especially these days, as we all know.